In this help video, I'd like to look at a quick tip for making it easier to put your DP on the current chart. If you haven't used TradingView for a while, sometimes the pivot point of which the DP has been calculated on is too far back in history to be shown on today's chart. You can't grab and drag it. So you can see here we are on about the 7th of June, and if I go to the decision point settings, the DP script settings here, you can see that my pivot time is back at the end of May, so it's quite a long time ago. So what you can do now is then bring it back into a point that's on the current chart. So if I do it for today's date, which is the 7th of June, do you see that, 7th of June? I don't know why that's gone to July, so I'll just do it back to June. So the 7th of June, so you can see that it's now calculated onto a point in today's chart. So that's the easy way to do that. And so once the pivot time is on some point on today's chart, what you can do now is then you can grab and then drag it to which points you wish. And as you can see, once you've got it onto the points you wish, it then recalculates and shows you your decision point points. Makes it really easy. So that's a quick tip, is that if your decision point is the helper point here for the pivot calculation of the pivot time, or selecting the pivot is too far back in history, just go to the properties, then select the pivot time here, which is this one here, and then just bring it into sometime into today. And once you've got it sometime into today, then you can grab and drag it and then move it around quite easily with the helper. So that's just a quick tip if you haven't used TradingView for a while and the helper point for your decision point calculation is too far back in history.